someone who feels like you spend hours studying but barely remember anything, you're not alone. The good news, it's not about studying harder, it's about studying smarter. In this video, I'm going to share some of the most effective smart study strategies backed by science to help you save time and boost your results. Hey everyone, welcome back to BeastTube. Get ready to taste today's honey. 1. Active learning. First, we've got active learning. This is all about engaging with the material. Passive reading or listening just doesn't cut it. You need to be an active participant in your own learning. And no, this doesn't mean just highlighting your entire textbook. Here's what active learning looks like. Take notes in your own words, ask questions about the material, and challenge yourself. For example, after each section of a textbook or lecture, pause and think about how you'd summarize what you just learned. If you can't summarize it clearly, that's a sign to review. And here's something powerful. Teach what you've learned to someone else. If you can explain a concept simply, like to a friend or even out loud to yourself, that's when you know you've really understood it. In fact, teaching others is one of the best ways to deepen your own understanding. 2. Spaced repetition. Next is spaced repetition. This is one of the most scientifically proven ways to study smart. Instead of cramming everything in the night before, which we all know is stressful and ineffective, spaced repetition helps you review material over time. Let me break it down for you. After your first study session, review the material the next day. Then, review it again after 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, and so on. The intervals get longer as you become more familiar with the material. By doing this, you're reinforcing the knowledge right when you're about to forget it, which helps lock it into your long-term memory. Apps like Anki or Quizlet are amazing for this. They automate the process by reminding you when to review your flashcards. 3. The Feynman technique. Have you ever heard of the Feynman technique? This method, named after physicist Richard Feynman, is all about simplifying complex ideas so you can truly understand them. The idea is to break down the concept so well that you could explain it to a 12-year-old or someone with no prior knowledge of the subject. Here's how you can use it. First, write down what you've learned. Then, try to explain it as if you're teaching it to a child. If you get stuck or realize you're using complicated terms, go back to the source material and review it until you can break it down simply. This technique exposes gaps in your understanding and forces you to fill them. It's such a powerful method because when you simplify something, it's easier to remember. Give it a try with your next study topic and see the difference it makes. 4. Prioritize key concepts, the 80-20th rule. Now let's talk about prioritizing key concepts. This is where the 80-20th rule, also known as the Pareto principle, comes in. In most cases, 20% of what you learn will account for 80% of your success. So, instead of trying to memorize every single detail, focus on understanding the core concepts that really matter. For example, if you're studying for an exam, find out which concepts are most likely to be tested and spend the majority of your time mastering those. Use summaries, outlines, and key takeaways to quickly identify the most important information before diving deeper. Once you've nailed the essentials, you can build on that foundation by filling in the details. But start with what's most impactful first. 5. Use active study methods. Another smart way to study is by using active study methods. Mind maps, diagrams, charts. These are all tools that help you visualize the material you're learning. Visualizing ideas helps connect them in your brain, making it easier to recall. Practice problems are another crucial part of active studying, especially for subjects like math or science. The more you practice applying the concepts, the better you'll get. You don't learn by just reading, you learn by doing. So, if you're studying for a test, don't just reread your notes. solve problems, create diagrams, and find ways to actively engage with the material. 6. Create a study schedule. Creating a study schedule is a game changer. You don't want to be studying aimlessly without a plan. The Pomodoro technique is a great way to structure your time. Study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 sessions, take a longer break. This keeps your mind fresh and prevents burnout. Building consistency is key here. If you set a regular study time each day, you'll build a routine that helps keep you on track. And always start with the toughest subjects when your mind is most focused. 7. Eliminate distractions. When it comes to studying smart, you have to eliminate distractions. Find a quiet space, put your phone on airplane mode, and turn off notifications. Multitasking is a myth. Your brain works best when it focuses on one thing at a time. So, set up a distraction-free environment, and you'll notice how much more you can get done in less time. 8. Mnemonics and memory aids. Mnemonics and memory aids are super helpful for subjects where you need to memorize a lot of information. Whether it's acronyms, rhymes, or visual associations, these tricks can really improve your recall. Try coming up with creative ways to remember difficult lists or concepts. For example, we all know PEMDAS for remembering the order of operations in math. Simple tricks like this make learning much easier. Examples: using ROIGBIV as an acronym for the colors of the rainbow. 9. Take care of yourself. And finally, don't forget to take care of yourself. Your brain is part of your body, and it needs the right fuel to work efficiently. Get enough sleep, exercise regularly, and eat brain-boosting foods like fruits, veggies, nuts, and omega-3 rich foods like fish. Sleep in particular is essential for memory consolidation if you've got a big exam coming. And there you have it. By using these smart study strategies, you're not only going to learn more efficiently, but you'll also have more free time for the things you love. Remember, it's all about working smarter, not harder. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more positive and inspiring content from BeastTube. And hey, drop a comment below, let me know which study technique you're excited to try next.